In my recent videos, I saw that I was attempting to bring to touch the cellular level of the body with the prospects and the sense of living in a fifth dimension. It is an attempt to work to reverse previous indoctrinations upon the cellular level and to bring yourself and the body and the cellular level to live in a fifth dimension, to align with a progressive manner of accomplishment of a known progressive evolution or sense of evolution. Okay, with that being said, at this moment, I'm experiencing what I can call the skeleton of my light body, or the crown chakra of my light body. So I have to maybe start and tell something from my personal experience that I had when I was about in my 20s. I experienced several very difficult events. I cannot say they were traumatic, but they surely were. They were so traumatic that I left my body. I left my sense of self. I left the previous personality that I had. The previous personality couldn't handle that at all. One of the aspects of this going out of this suffering or this turmoil, trauma, is that I realized there was no sense of healing in this culture. This culture doesn't heal people who are hurt, other if you hurt your physicality, but this culture has no faculty of self-healing or healing any level to any effect, really. And that's devastated me. Anyway, it took me about, from when I was, say, 27 until 37. At 37, I realized what had happened, that I lived out of my body. And the moment that I realized this, I was in my body again. I could still retrieve the sense of my light body because I was in my light body through all this time. But I became more tangible. But still, the sense of the light body didn't leave me altogether. So the result was that since about 38 or 39, when it became stronger, I was living in between. And the result of it was sort of imbalance. I was all the time in a certain imbalance. I thought that I was going to, like I call it nausea, that you feel, like this. And and when that went on with me for quite like at least something like 15 years, and it doesn't come back anymore. It's like 13 years that I was experiencing a deep sense of imbalance. I was not here and not outside of myself. Yeah, but then I started to recently, not recently, but gradually, and the time, by the time I speak out and talk about it, I've worked on this material for many years, so I'm bringing it quite cooked already. But eventually, I realized recently that this next level that I need to cross is to convey to others and have others share it to the extent that I can express it. So, like awakening the cellular level to fifth dimension life is something that I had to share in order to accomplish this level. Yeah, am I understood? So the fact that you're listening to me, you hear it, is a necessary, a demand from heaven, I can say, in order that I complete this role, this crossing from living in the fourth dimension to the fifth dimension depends on relationship. On assembling, on uniting, on loving if possible. But basically, the very fact that I share it is the condition for me and for perhaps more to cross over to be living in the fifth dimension eventually. And that also now, in effect, it helped me to balance my light body. So I'm feeling now that it's a strange new phenomena that the infinite space field of consciousness, which never had any defined center or any point to concentrate on or to depend on. It was only a general sense of talking from the light body or from the void, as I said it before. But now, as I speak, as I've done it in the previous last movies, arrived to where I have what you call it, compass, a north, a direction, a point of reference when it comes to my understanding of this being your light body and physical body in the same time in the fifth dimension, but also learning to balance and get rid of my quite bothering thing of not, the imbalance in my spiritual body, in my light body, terminated with finding this focus. It's like a diamond in a diamond, a kind of precious stone somewhere, outside there somewhere. Yeah, so I'm just reporting. If anybody is interested in this field of study, yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, thank you for watching me again. I'm your son Pedro, and thanks for all audience who are interested in this study. Until the next time.